I'm with the usual suspects. Say hello, everybody. As I unmute everybody. Unmute. Everybody, hi. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You started talking and it scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's kind of sudden.
It does that.
I do that. It's kind of how I like to jump into things. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week going?
Good. Great.
Towards the end of the summer. Summertime is almost over. I'm ready. Ready for fall. The last big con is upon us, Gen Con, which you'll be attending tomorrow.
I
know a lot of my friends in the roleplay industry, they're already there, kind of hanging out. So have fun. Be sure to collect all the things and all the dice and see
I'm
all
just
the new
super
stuff.
excited that I finally have an excuse to wear my elf ears. I saw the Shannara Chronicles and those like sparkly elf ears that they have. I bought them and I'm just like, there's nowhere I can wear these because I just look like a fucking dork. But I can go to Gen Con and I'll blend right in.
Yep, exactly. So, you should stop by the White Wolf book and say the White Wolf booth.
I will be.
And
trust.
be like, wink, wink. Hey, you know
Hey,
Michael?
guys.
He puts on this really great show on Twitch called Starring XP. Yeah,
I'm hoping they'll have sales on physical copies of books is my main goal, and to see Chris motherfucking Perkins and get him to sign my Dark Elf book because Chris Perkins.
Yeah. Why does that name sound so familiar? He did something else too. What else did he do?
Done a lot of stuff. He's like the main homie for Underdark stuff too.
Didn't he write like Fallout stuff too?
I believe so, and he's also on the D&D channel on Twitch like all the time. So
yeah. So, what about you, Derek? Evan, how's your week been?
Same old. Yep, uneventful.
Evan,
good. Finished Horizon Zero Dawn. Good game.
That's kind of like a game that is going to be on my like to-do list for like the year-end wrap-up of like games of 2017. I just feel like the best critic or the best review I got of it, it's Breath of the Wild, but boring. And I'm like, but I really love Breath of the Wild, but I don't want to play a boring game.
I don't think it's boring. I really liked it. I thought the hunting was like really good. Like finding the machines. I thought the story was like amazing.
Okay.
Ashley Birch does really good voice acting with the main character.
Yeah. It sucks that she's not going to reprise her role in Life is Strange, though. That's sort of sad.
That's because the voice actors strike. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have what? One more week with us, Evan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And after that, I'll be back in school.
So
I'm gonna diablerize your character. We're good, right?
I think you would just die because I'm like blessed, I guess, against whatever you are.
Oh, shitty.
Vampires are not blessed.
Or I don't know.
You're charmed or cursed. That's kind of how it goes down. Which that's what we're gonna start off with. You kind of come to your senses as you are like standing in the middle of. You're like stark naked. There's like all these shadows, like all these shadow figures that you've carved into the side of the mountain using your potence and obtenebration, and they kind of look sort of in the same Native American aspect. You've literally fashioned your clothes into like a loincloth. You've taken like the fungi and the blood and you've kind of smeared it on your face and you've gone full tribal. You see...
Is it the same night?
Yeah, it's the same night. It's the same, like, because you got total insanity. So you're, like, finally, like, coming out of your...
Yeah.
You see Valen just kind of, like, passed out on the floor, like, on the rocky fucking ground. But you see Joy kind of, like... caressing / petting Dag, just be like, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna keep Dominate up. This is not good. I don't want this thing to go like berserk and like kill us all. But it's very affectionate. Like she's definitely letting her guard down. And then she kind of notices you come to your senses, and she's like, kind of lets Deck go and kind of crosses her arms, and like Deck is just there, kind of like rocking back and forth as you
fetal position.
Yeah, you're just like in the fetal position, and there's like all the choppers have been like destroyed, like every motorcycle has been destroyed. You just see corpses of fungi, remains, and you see you see the giant spider thing just kind of like hanging on like one of the cliff sides, and he's like, "Is it over? Is it fucking over yet?"
Wasn't he about to kill us?
No, I tried to establish dominance by punching him in the face.
And you
It was
punched
going
his...
really well until the demons came from the other place.
I punched him pretty damn good too.
Yep.
And there's no sign of the other native or that South African brew, the zombie-looking dude. There's like no signs of them. And both of you come to your senses, as it's literally like 4 a.m. The sun's about to come up in about an hour and a half.
Is my car still okay?
You know what? Give me a roll, odd or even. Roll
Odd.
D10. Okay, roll.
I was gonna say odd too. You can
Also,
do it.
just if it helps, it's Wrath's armored car he let me have.
Okay. Even. Okay, so it's pretty banged up.
Can it
But
just drive?
It could drive. It could drive, but it looks like it's gonna be very suspicious. There might be a chance a cop might pull you over because like broken headlights or something.
I'll dominate to make him forget he ever saw me.
Okay.
Is Valen awake?
I was fine. I did not go crazy this time. I was the non-crazy one.
She's just passed out. Vampires don't pass out. They go into like torpor, so you think she's like in torpor, but there's no physical damage on her to indicate that she's in like physical torpor, so she's probably in a self-torpor state.
Does that mean she just gets to choose when she pops out of it?
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay. I kind of reabsorb all the shadows around me because this looks really suspicious. And I change what I'm wearing to be kind of like a trench coat, so I look like a detective.
Okay.
Like really stereotypical.
you like tore your clothes. Like your clothes are like non-existent.
I'm using the shadows.
Okay, you're just like wrapping.
I'm going full lust.
Okay, you're just wrapping yourself in the shadows.
Yeah, and I'm going to Potence. I pick up Valen. I put her in the back of the car.
Okay. Valen wakes up. Like as soon as you disturb her rest, she like snaps out of it.
Huh? Oh, greed! That motherfucker! I got him, Cooper.
I agree with you, but what?
The thing is a demon that made a deal with greed that's trying to... I can't remember. It's
you just
the devil?
You felt like you were full. Like you had so much power and lust and just like wealth. Like it was filling you with like all this like joy. Like it was like pure joy. It's almost addictive. It was like so satisfying, but your hatred for greed was so much bigger than your abundance
I
of
reiterate
power and
everything like in my typical Valen rushed way of everything that happened. Like first this happened and then this happened.
All right, explain it to me later. We need to get out of here. The sun's about to come up.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Deck.
She breaks you out of dominate because she knows you're out of it. Like
Deck, we have to go. Sun's about to come up.
You can go.
No, you're coming too.
No,
I'm fine.
You could just go into the mountain, right?
Okay, fine.
All right. Valen, get in the car.
No questions there. Sedite, sunlight,
you hear like this chittering, like, and then like you see like the dude like jump on the car, like she's like, and like you just see his head. He's just like a giant Spider-Man.
Can you maybe become something more human and get in the fucking car? Yes, you can stay at our place tonight.
Fuck yeah! It's. I think hold on. Let me see if he can Mask of 1,000 right in front of you.
So he's not Ananasi, right?
No, he is a city gangrel that is completely permanently fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah, like the actual were spiders are like huge. They're massive. But but when gangrel do it, it's like human size still.
So who has the highest wits alertness combined between Valen and
Wits is
my wits alertness is 4.
5.
So he has difficulty 5.
He's just gonna make it look like he's a human.
All he has to do. If we get pulled over by the cops, we need to come up with a quick story of like, we're really tired. We just want to go to bed. We've been out all night partying. We fucked
It's
up
called
our car."
Dominate. We don't need a story.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Man, that's
Actually-
gonna be so useful when you're not around.
Actually, now that I think about it, I
gotta
should probably
teach me
get
that
dumped
before you
off
leave.
somewhere. I don't know.
You can fly,
right.
motherfucker. Faster
Just
than the
fly.
car, I bet.
Just hop on
No.
the roof.
No.
It
Never
can't
mind.
get more messed up than
Actually,
it already is.
I'll just earth meld.
Okay, so
By the
here-
way, I bought
so you
Protean 3 and Fortitude 4. By the way.
Oh, so you're setting up for it, basically.
Yeah.
I'm
think I'm gonna
ignoring
go
that
for it.
one willpower roll. Like that.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's in the amount of XP you have to dump into that. It's your reward for putting all that fucking
Yeah.
points into it.
But anyway, moving on.
So you see like it kind of morph, like all his like chitlin and stuff kind of morph together, and then he's just all, you know, he's Eminem. He's like, yo, and he's like he just hops into the car.
All right. Dak, do you need a burner phone?
Give me.
Dak. I go into the trunk, take out a burner phone, toss it to you.
You see,
Into the ground I go.
you see, what's her face? You see Joy kind of like holding out her hands, and it's like her hands are glowing a little bit, and you see like all these like plants and stuff wrap around her, and they drag her down.
I'm not even gonna ask. We should go.
That's creepy.
You're
She's
both
your
creepy.
girlfriend.
They're not dating, remember?
Yeah.
Right. We're going. Bye, Dak. Call us tomorrow night.
Mhm.
So give me a Dex Drive, difficulty 7s,
God.
and then this determines if you get pulled over by police, El Policio,
I maybe should have put more than one. Oh, wait, I have celerity, though. Like, that helps me.
and that adds to all Dex rolls.
Unless I want to spend it on extra actions and drive really crazy
Mm-hmm.
for no reason.
We're fine.
Actually, this car only has a handling of 1. That means you can only take 1 extra action while driving this car.
I'm not going to take any extra actions, but it's nice to know I could if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Right. How did that do?
Did you roll?
It says rolling the dice.
It's not on my end.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, there it goes.
You know what? Roll20's been a little laggy lately. It happened to me in my session last night too.
All right, 2 successes.
All right. Yeah, you're fine. You drive bat out of hell, getting back into town, 45 minutes. You pull right into the side garage area. All of Dustin's boys are kind of either they're not there, or there's like 1 or 2 guys on patrol there, just kind of like waiting for you guys to get back. They go, oh shit. They make a note saying that this car is going to be fixed during the day because it's a little
Thumbs
banged
up.
up. Dustin comes out and he's like, yo, what's... And he knows the guy that you brought. And they kind of like stare at each other, like they stare each other down a little bit. And he's like, why'd you invite this whack-ass fool?
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Something's come
homie.
up.
Fucking Frankie knows what's up. Fucking Frankie hell's his own.
Fucking Frankie would be frying right now if it wasn't for our generosity. You get the basement tonight. Don't touch any of Deck's stuff or he'll break you in half.
Fine, fuck it. Fucking Frankie knows what's up. As he goes down, he's like, oh shit, this shit's a fucking strip club? Like, he's just like, he doesn't know this place is what it is.
I go to bed.
I go to bed.
Okay, you have this weird dream, Valen, that it's kind of like you see this very, very beautiful woman kind of stark naked in the middle of this like very misty woods. There's all these plants and vegetation that you're not familiar with, and you kind of see her like healing all of these what you would assume are men, but the men have like these wings that are either torn off, seared off. You actually see one of the wings. It's like straight out of the anime. It's like the wing has been cut, and there's like this vorpal sort of energy, like their wings have been cut from existence, sort of thing. It's like there's still like this vorpal space distortion around their backside, and she's like healing them. She's like telling them that everything's going to be fine, and then you see one angel-looking creature, and he's like, his hands are like hands of an artist. Like you see like the kind of like the rough exterior. There's like just muscle tone, and you could just tell he has like precision, but they've been crushed. Like whoever did this wound on him knew that he was like an artist, that his hands were like his most precious commodity, and they crushed him. And then you see the woman kind of lay her like her hands on him, and then you kind of see them get restored, but he's just like, he just feel like that like there's something wrong, like he's not really 100%. And then like you just see like all this like wisp energy kind of swirl around him as he's just like just yelling, but like you can't understand what he's saying. It's like beyond human comprehension. It's a Anachian. It's like all this like sort of pseudo noise and harmony, but with the distortion of like power behind it. But you could just feel like his like sadness as like you wake up to the next day. Like it's just like completely just like, what the fuck did I just see?
Why does this only happen to me? For fuck's sakes, I say as I like get out of my bed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I sleep? I guess in one of the upstairs VIP areas.
Do you stay at the club, Evan, or do you go back to your dwelling?
I'm not going to risk driving really quickly across town to get back to my office.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that I set up my own room there just in case.
Who has the highest humanity out of you? Is it Deck or is it?
I have humanity 5.
5.
You should have like 4 or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty low.
I'm also the only one. Deck's not there, so if you need the highest person at the club.
So I mean, you wake up first. You hear like noise, like the club activities, like basically music playing. It's like about 8:00. So there's like a night crowd. The club is still popular. It's still newish to where like there's constantly people coming in, just kind of being like, okay, is this like a normal strip club or is this something better? And it's like, obviously it's something better. Brittany, Tiffany, Stephanie, whoever walks in and like opens the door but then knocks, and she's like, Master?
Yes?
No, not you, to Cooper.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I woke up first.
Yeah.
That's my bitch.
Well,
you do not be stealing my bitches.
I own the building.
So
we own the building.
No, I own the building. You just run everything.
You fucker! I thought I signed some of that shit. You dickbag!
No, I mean, I'm the one who spent 3 dots in Haven for it.
Valen better get a will from this guy because he's gonna die in Monomacy.
So
otherwise, it's going to the guy who won.
He's like,
I need a lawyer. You need a vampire lawyer.
She's like, I didn't see Deck arrive in last night. Is something the matter?
He spent the night out.
Okay.
Or day out.
Oh, we got a message. Dustin said that the 7 wants to meet up, whatever that means.
Oh, great. Tonight?
Yeah. And,
all right, what time?
At your earliest convenience.
God, I hate it when they're really vague. All right. Thank you. What's your name, by the way?
Whatever.
She's gotten used to it.
Yeah.
Don't give her a name, then it gives her a sense of purpose. She has to feel like dirt. By not knowing her name, she's not important enough to know who she is. Do not gratify her.
Damn.
Damn, that's pretty brutal.
Keeping my slaves in line.
I mean,
okay?
she's completely aware, like, of that reason. She's just like, whatever.
Man,
It's whatever.
like sire, like childer. All right. I guess I get ready. I
Not
just
as
get
bad as
dressed.
grade.
I don't have any weapons,
Okay.
so like I just.
Yeah, we
I'm
do.
assuming
We have that whole bunch of stuff we got from the guy from the range who brought it all here. That
Yeah,
we,
but
like,
I don't use
mind fucked?
weapons.
Oh, I spent experience in firearms.
Okay. That's fine.
Unless you could join me in the monomacy, it's not going to help me.
So,
Unless you're going to
Oh
snipe
yeah,
him from a
that's
distance.
right. Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, I will. Can I?
well,
We have a really
there's-
cool sniper
I mean,
rifle.
it just depends. It depends on the monomacy, what type of monomacy, and all that jazz.
I want you to know,
Um,
Cooper, that I would totally shoot somebody for you.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
So you guys, I mean, obviously, Derek, you wake up, you're like encased in stone. What, like, you don't have any crazy dreams. You just know that you had like a really rough night. You're just like, oh, I got total insanity. Like, you thought your brain was like Swiss cheese before. Man, oh man, like the shit that you were seeing in your dreams, like they're just like vague, sort of like violence and like
I need a
property
drink.
damage, like property damage. Like you're aware of what you did, but you definitely hear like Joy's voice, like just kind of trying to calm you down, and like it's almost like a broken record, like how many times she's had to calm you down in your like few sort of states. So you're like, have I always had this temper? Like you're just kind of like, I don't know, going through the motions here.
I did punch a lot of people for saying stupid shit.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that. There's definitely a lot of like, oh man, like I guess I've always been an asshole.
I should probably go to vampire therapy or some shit.
There's no such thing. It's just-
Vampire lawyers.
Oh, I'm
vampire
sure
therapy.
there's someone out there.
No, there was an entire clan devoted to trying to keep vampire like health on the rise, and guess what happened? The Tremere got rid of them.
Fucking Tremere.
So
Can't make anybody look like the good guy.
just can't. So it's all them, every single one of them. It's all them. Where the fuck is this power at? I'm trying to find it, and it's making me upset. There it is. Okay, so you see like this giant kind of tree blossom out where you're at, and you kind of see Hope emerge, and she's just like, you know, there's like flowers in her hair. It's like she's
Did
super
her name
duper.
change?
Oh, like Joy. Sorry. It's like her hair's like omitting like like a blue tealness to it, and like she just feels like a ray of sunshine. She's like, ah. What?
Were you always so tree huggy?
Yes.
Oh. All right.
Can I have a ride back into town?
Yeah. I was kind of afraid of being dug up by any remains.
She's just like you see her before, like she gets on, I guess. She starts collecting samples of the fungi. Like she pulls out like, you know, like tubes and stuff, and she starts scraping them in, and she kind of adds like some preservative, and she bottles it, and she puts it in her little like, you know, leather bound bag, and she's just like doing all these little things to kind of like collect more data.
Yeah, this isn't the first time we've dealt with these. Fire, they really don't like fire.
Well, I'm assuming because they inhabit the body of a kindred, since we're already kindling, the fact that they are also bioorganic with fungi doesn't help either. So maybe they're susceptible to fire more so.
I just thought it's a plant. Plants don't like fire.
There's some plants that are actually resistant to fire. In fact, sometimes fire is a necessary thing in nature. It's a cleansing, so to get rid of the old to bring in the new.
Let's just go.
Oh. She kind of has this sort of like, she explains everything, like then she doesn't have, you don't have the remote to kind of turn her off.
Mute.
So it's like as you're flying, she's actually explaining like the cycles of like vegetation and plant life and how like destruction is it causes more, like it brings in more oxygen and all this, like all this super nerdy science bullshit that like you just goes way over your head.
Yeah.
And then like halfway through the thing, she's like, "You're never gonna leave the Sabbat, are you?"
Well, from what everybody's been saying, Voldry actually locks you in. And if that's the case, then I can't. But I feel like I can.
I just want you to know that I respect whatever decision you make, even if it is with a bunch of monsters. Because honestly, what's the difference between the Cam and the Sabbat these days? I feel like everybody's just at each other's throats, just trying to, I don't know, like win something that can't be obtained. There's no victory in all this. It's just us being cruel and unusual creatures of the night.
Yeah, I'm sure there's worse.
Yeah, like those things.
Yeah.
Maybe I can bring attention if I give this information to Wyatt. Maybe the Camarilla could, I don't know, lay off their advance towards you guys, and maybe I can point them in some direction. But it's not like they've ever listened to me before.
They never have?
No, they see me as a radical, an idealist. They especially don't trust me because I'm not bound by the council. I'm a free Tremere according to the eyes of the Camarilla. So they suspect that my intentions are purely driven by selfishness, not, the ability to just want to live my life the way I want to live it. So, who knows? So you wake up, Tia, and you see Dustin kind of waiting. He's just kind of like over, like in the corner of your room.
Hi, Dustin.
Oh, you're awake?
Yeah, what are you doing in here?
So, I just thought the seven want us to go meet up with them at our earliest convenience.
Good.
But like,
excellent.
But like, you were saying some crazy shit, like out loud, and when I've been a vampire, I've been around vampires my whole entire life. I know when vampires like talk out loud while they're in their torpor-like state, that means it's kind of weird. So what the hell happened, y'all? I found in the car some loincloth material, like.
I thought that was made out of shadow.
No, like
actual shadow.
You tore like your clothes and like fashioned a loincloth out of it.
Oh, okay.
Dustin, sweetie, here's the thing. How do I put this?
Are we dead? That's pretty much all I'm gonna ask.
No, we're okay. Greed's gonna fucking die though, and I can't wait. So I need to get Jessica, Stephanie, Jezebel, Annie.
You are an awful boss.
She just kind of runs in.
She's like,
Master?
I need you to find me my best set of clothes right away.
Okay.
Because when I bring this motherfucker down, I'm gonna look fabulous.
Okay.
Um,
She goes into the back like dressing room, and she's just like,
I kind of use her like an old school medieval handmaiden at
Yeah.
times.
How much do you pay her?
Nothing. I give her my blood.
I guess immortality is pretty good wages.
She gets to live here in the club. She gets my protection. She knows that if she ever has any problems, she can come to me with them, and we will take care of any of her mortal problems. And she gets to live forever. So, for most mortals, that's enough.
You see Dustin kind of shake his head. He's like, "Yep, nothing better than the service of the Sabbat."
Do you want anything? I say to her. Do you require anything besides what I give you?
Nope. She politely no. She's like,
are you just saying that because I'm asking you and you don't want to seem greedy?
She physically cannot disagree with you. She physically cannot. All she wants in her life is you.
I love you. Whatever your name is.
It's whatever.
It's whatever. Yeah, it's great. I love that Cooper is so mortified by his humanity. It eggs him sometimes.
I have a secretary that I treat well at my office.
Yeah, well,
for that job I'd ever do as a private detective.
I mean, you didn't really have like most of your cases were pretty vanilla. They weren't. They were like cheating.
I imagine it's really easy.
Cheating wife
this,
ex-wife that.
Yeah.
Get money from this person. Find proof here. It was very World of Darkness, very low end. Like every like real serious case always leads up into like supernatural. I mean, there was always like the big case, which was the mystery murders that happen every so often.
Which was us now.
Well, now you know it's caused by some supernatural influence, but like the county of Kern has been covering up for like the last 40 odd years.
I imagine it's pretty easy to investigate really mortal stuff when I can just walk up to someone and be like, "Dominate, are you having an affair? Yeah. When's the next time you're meeting? All right, thanks, forgetful mind."
Yeah.
And then I show up,
bust them in the act, like, haha, my detective skills are so great.
Exactly.
Dominate makes everything real.
That's why it's like when you become Sabbat, you're just like, I don't really need a job anymore. Like the Sabbat becomes my job.
I want to have a reputation as a good detective, though, in case anyone ever wants to investigate something that matters.
Okay. So you kind of all like, except for obviously. Deck,
I make sure that Frankie leaves the basement at some point and lock it for Deck so that he doesn't just stay here unwelcomely.
Oh, like he leaves and he kind of is like.
I give him my card and I'm like, we're gonna chat soon, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, fuck it. Like, fucking Frankie's out of the cam. You know, I've been thinking about going independent for a while now because my fucking ugly ass mug. Frankie don't really like hanging out with other gangrel because fucking other gangrel think that Frankie is a fucking disgusting piece of shit.
Oh, Frankie, I think you're sweet. I say in my sweetest voice possible. And I know Deck is incredibly fond of you, and I'm sure we're all going to get along just fine. We have some important stuff to take care of tonight, so we'll be seeing you later.
So you guys are all like fucking Sabbat and shit, right? That's what I heard?
Mm-hmm.
So like, what's the like deal? Like the cam didn't really give us shit. What does like this? What can you guys offer fucking Frankie?
Why, our never-ending love and loyalty.
Oh, that shit sounds stupid.
Of course it does, but that also means that we're willing to, rip arm and leg from anyone that fucks with you, Frankie.
Okay, Frankie's down with that, but like, I mean, like,
why do you talk about yourself in the third person?
What do you mean?
I think at some point when you get that animalistic nature, Cooper, you kind of forget that you're human, and maybe you just have to refer to yourself in the third person all the time.
Nah, fucking Frankie's always been like that. Fucking Frankie, always repping the streets, always down. Fucking Frankie just knows what's up.
Frankie, this is a really special day for me. I get to take out the person whom I've hated and sired me into this awful immortal life, and I really...
Oh, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, we do. So, Frankie, I'm really sorry. I love having these chats with you. It's so nice to see you. But we gotta go.
All right. Peace, y'all. It's just like, does like you hear like the most painful chittering like
yes, I know what bugs sound like. Thank you.
And like he transforms into a giant wasp.
Okay. Bye, Beedrill.
And flies away.
That is my new nickname for him.
All right. Has Deck called me yet?
Yep.
I call the burner phone.
Dustin's like, what the hell's going on with you two?
Well, she's cursed by a 1,000-eyed demon monster, and I'm becoming one with the shadows. So, like, your kind of typical anime plotline.
Well, I mean, you're Lasombra. That's like how,
Anime?
like, my kin always fall into the flesh, like becoming one with the great dragon and shit.
So how do you feel being a Gangrel instead of a Simise?
I'm a Bruja, technically.
Bruja. Whoops.
You know, I'm fucking dead, so that's cool. I mean, like, I want to become part of Divinia's brood. I mean, she's like my grandmother. Like, I wanted to follow in the family footsteps, but I mean, she said I wasn't worthy, so you know, I'm not worthy.
She's also a monster, so, and a traitor to the Sabbat. So there's that.
He has to make a frenzy check when you say that, because he's still a little bit like.
I'm still near Cooper to protect him as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Because he's a Bruja, he's gonna get angered easily.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's their shtick.
Yeah. We don't know that yet.
All right. We can wait before we make any judgments.
And you can definitely tell, like, you just see, like, his eyes kind of, like, just bulge out a little bit, and he's just trying to hold back the seething rage of it all.
All right, we need to go meet the 7. I call Deck.
Okay. Your phone is ringing.
He's flying to the club. I just picture Deck as a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah.
Deck, we need to meet the 7.
Okay, where?
Tara, where are we meeting the 7?
Like they say at like the Kern River.
Where
Kern
we all
River.
had our thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to meet us there, or do you need to get anything?
At like it's called.
Just past it. All right. Yeah, I'll meet you there.
All right. Click. All right, let's go. Deck's gonna meet us there.
So.
I would like a handgun, a rifle, and that shotgun with me. And if there's any way I can like fasten the shotgun to my back for easy access, rifle like on the side, and we're just gonna lay the sniper rifle in the back of the car.
All right, Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
Take whatever you want from the armory.
There's no like tactical slings or anything. Deck
Fine.
or not Deck.
I'll
but
just put it in the back of my pants then.
Like
I'll
Dustin,
put the handgun in the back of my pants, and that's all I'm gonna take then, and the vest underneath my clothes.
Should really take the shotgun with the incendiary rounds.
Listen, Greed's gonna be pissed off, and even though the rest of the 7 are gonna be there, I'm not taking any chances, because if there's anyone he's gonna kill out of all of us first before he goes down, who do you think it's gonna be?
Me,
it's gonna be
because
the
I have
person.
a monomacy.
I'm the one who's ratting him out, to making a deal with the literal fucking devil.
Is it actually the devil?
That's what I think. Or
Inferno and Skinner.
I don't know. But whatever it is, it's not part of the Sabbat, and I know Pride is not going to be fucking happy about it.
All right, so we
And
should
maybe
definitely...
that'll take care of your problem. Why don't we start with that, and then if they accept that, then you guys can fight to the death.
All right.
And then I'll probably shoot him for you anyways, because I've grown rather fond of you. You're like a little brother. I give him one of these in his cold, dead chest.
I'm your boss, still.
I work for nobody, sir. I'm a madam. We're in partnership.
Apologies.
Fine.
Partnership
whatever.
is probably a better word.
Partnership. Can we agree with partnership?
Jeez.
I don't like
Let's
working
shake on
for
it.
people. I'll bake you a cake. Let's go.
if he can have a cake.
If I'd have known you was coming,
All right. Also, I'm assuming that Wrath gave us at least a strap we can put around a shotgun, so that
there's like a shotgun sling. That's about it. Like he didn't give you like a case for the assault rifle. He just kind of like pulled it out of the back of his like.
I thought this was from the weird short dude who gave us like the super sniper rifle. That's the one that I want.
It's not a super sniper rifle. It's an automatic shotgun. It's an auto shotgun. It's a street sweeper.
Okay, I'm gonna remember something about. I remember something specifically about a sweet sniper rifle, but I'm gonna go over the VOD for that.
You got a customized. You got basically like an M. No, you did. Yeah, you did get a sniper rifle. You got an M24, like military grade sniper rifle. You got the street sweeper, which is like the S12K. You got the fully tactical customized SMG, which is like a Sturog. With like infrared like tagging with a set of night vision goggles that can see the infrared tagging.
I'm never gonna use those.
Like
brightness. Somebody turns on the light. I'm dead.
You're not dead, it hurts. So you guys meet at Mammoth what's that by the Kern River? It's a Mannerhorn. You meet right there. You see the 7 just kind of all like in. Even Envy is there. Envy is there, and Gluttony is there, and there's just so many. Like they're just all there for one. Like you haven't seen them all just kind of be in one place since you guys got like
became members of Sabbat.
Yeah, became members of Sabbat. So it's actually like this must be a really big deal. If they're just kind of
they're all here to watch me die.
They're all here. So, to that means, like, you see Pride kind of standing there. You approach them, and he's like, "Any news? How goes progress? It's been a month."
What happened last night? I actually asked that. I just turned and asked that to me. Like, what happened last night?
Well, let me tell you, and I'm sure one of you has the ability to tell if I'm lying. And where's Greed, by the way?
Oh, Greed's there. He's just by his like El Camino that's like tricked out, and he's just kind of like messing with Gluttony, like kind of like poking at him a little bit, like
j'accuse. I point my finger and then I go into the whole story.
Go into it. We got time.
We were there last night. I was ported to another realm, and then I saw, what did that creature look like? The
creature looked like this.
Yeah.
As I will show the chat. Here
do I remember its name? Did it have a name?
Drebadon.
And I met Drebadon, and I went to save Greed, like.
And for chat, if you do know, it looks like the moon beast from Bloodborne, the moon aspect beast. So it has like all these, has like one. It doesn't even have an eye. It just has like this swirling, like, face, but then you see all these eyeballs kind of like coalescing and like all these like weird viney tentacle twig type things, and has like these. It could turn into like an octopus type creature, or it can like kind of turn humanoidish. And it has like this very thin veil of like skin that acts like a cloak. So, yeah.
The dreamer's dream. I met Drebadon, and I wait and see if Greed has any kind of acknowledgement on his face.
I have acknowledgement of that. I remember hearing about Drebadon.
And Greed has been making a deal with him behind our backs.
And Greed kind of raises his eyebrow, and he's like, "The fuck?
Don't you what the fuck me? I knew you were a fishy cunt from the moment I met you. You've been selling out everyone here, your brothers and your sisters. You've made an individual deal with Drebadon. I stand there infuriated like a child.
Oh, you're such a stupid cunt.
You are a stupid cunt, and I fucking hate you, and I finally have proof that you're being a cunt.
How? Pride. Hombre. Go look into the stupid. Look into this
into my memories, please do.
Okay, so he's like, and like you feel like your brain is being like swirled in, and then he pulls out and he's like, I see nothing.
What? What? I go into hermetic sight right away.
You see, obviously the Jaguar spirit is following you now and not following Greed, but you definitely see like these, you see like those three-eyed ravens kind of like swirling around, and you see like
No, fuck!
that's a very
You gone crazy?
that is a very bold claim to make.
And
I'm not trying to doubt what you saw could be what you saw, but I have been trained in the arts of demonology and corrupt spirits, and I can tell you above everybody else that I can sense demonic presence in any form, small or vast. I've been trained specifically in this for the last 1,000 years, and I do not sense any lingering taint of demonic influence on Greed, although I do sense it on you, Valen.
Because it tried to make a deal with me and I denied it, since he can't see that now. And then the first thing I do is I come here and I make this statement here. Now, you know me to be crazy. But
You kind of see like, it's not that not gluttony. It's not like envy moves really fast. It's just that her vicissitude is so potent that when she moves in like a fluid motion. She doesn't actually walk. She just moves. Like, her body just moves as, like, a fluid, fleshy mass right next to you. And she, like, grabs onto your shoulders. And she's, like, just trying to give you a back rub. She's like, you're so tense, dear. You need to just relax a little bit. You just need to let this hostility between you and Greed, you need to let it go. This is just the way of the Sabbat. We torture and prod our kin because we have to make them bolder and stronger. And look
Nothing
at you.
he did made me stronger.
Oh, but unfortunately, that doesn't prove anything. In fact, you are standing here. Look at you. Your vivacious face and your body, it all acts in unison. The lust pouring out of you. Your sexuality has become a weapon itself. And that is his doing.
Are you fucking kidding me? My sexuality was a weapon since the first time I was raped when I was 16 years old by my goddamn useless piece of shit Scott father.
That is not true. And like, you see her like put her hand in you, like vicissitude, like, and like she's like, oh, but I can feel your power growing inside.
What is happening? I'm so confused.
They didn't see anything.
I mean,
the
I got
craziness,
that,
nothing,
but,
Apparently she has been exposed to some demonic influence. As she like, and she like licks the side of your face, and she's like tasting it. She's like, it's still relatively fresh.
They're trying to cover for him, I mutter underneath my breath.
All right, I kind of unbutton the sleeve of my right arm and I kind of roll up my shirt so that the snake tattoo showing.
Okay. You see Slot. He's like, early Native American. What of it? You have a thing for them now?
Got it in the abyss.
And Les is like, what happens in the abyss stays in the abyss. It is a clan
Clearly this
secret.
did.
Not fucking Vegas.
No, but the secrets handed down by the La Sombra is within our purview.
I didn't say anything about it.
Yes, but mentioning you received the blessing from the abyss is considered, and she kind of chooses her word carefully, and then you see Rab go, heretical? Yeah, heretical. Yeah, that shit's heretical. Like, last time somebody said a blessing came from the abyss, a shadow monster came out of Austin and almost killed us all.
I'm gonna
Okay.
my character is like this close to frenzy, pissed off.
Challenge him to monomacy
give me,
if you're so upset.
Can I? Can I? What is that?
Yes, you can absolutely challenge him to monomacy.
I'm not gonna win a fight against him.
You can use weapons, assuming he agrees.
Who says it has to be a fight?
Give me a self-control check.
You can make it a game of instinct.
Can't make it a game of instinct, but then somebody has to roll the rights in your pack in order to do it.
Was it Valen
Self-control
gonna be the
is
priest?
humanity and willpower, right?
No, it's its own stat.
Oh, I am not seeing it here.
It's on the far right side on the bottom sheet.
Experience notes.
It's
By the way, it's
virtues.
Streetwise and Subterfuge now again.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's just 3d10 then?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 3d10 difficulty 5s. Yeah.
Slash
I told you.
roll.
I pulls at roll 20. I have connections at roll 20.
Sweet. One success.
Okay, so you're just
Oh, two, sorry.
Yeah, you got 2. You are perturbed. I mean, you want to you just want to destroy Greed. You saw that he was under the influence of Drebadon. So whatever Drebadon did or is doing, because you have hermetic sight, you can see his spirit influence is around. But the only proof that you have is that the Jaguar spirit is following you and
And
not
then it
Greed.
makes it look...
But none of these people have spirit sight.
Wait, can I talk to the Jaguar?
Yeah.
I tried to
Oh
use
my god!
Astral
Don't
Can.
just turn around and start talking to something that's not there in front of everyone. That's gonna look great.
I can see, though.
We sure she's not Malkavian? Because this is kind of getting weird.
And then Pride goes, how did the
All right,
meeting
could-
go with the gangrel?
Let's see. We fought a giant Spider-Man, not the friendly neighborhood kind, but like a gangrel.
Who's this wee shit? No.
Okay, Deck fought a Spider-Man,
Okay,
and
but
then
what is the gangrel stance on joining? Are they joining the Independent Alliance sect, or are they...
Well, the one that's living said he would join us, Frankie. I believe you called him.
Frankie?
Are all the other ones still alive?
I think they're dead.
Okay, so we got the one. We got the one gangrel that's left.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping to gain at least a semblance of an army. Or a gang.
every army's
A roaming
so
pack of gangrel would have been a very useful asset for us.
It's
Agreed.
possible if there are any left, he will be able to summon them to his side and say that we are his only remaining hope. I say calming down.
Well, you guys remember that Native American dude that like appeared, who was obviously like a Raven-esque gangrel, like that had creepy, shadowy powers as well. His name was Hal Talakin. This dude I'm showing out in chat. And you guys, this guy emerged.
Mm-hmm.
You know that he displayed both shadowy power and transformed into a raven in front of you guys.
I mean, Alessandro could have just taught him Obtin.
True.
We could find him and get him to talk about this and bear witness to everything. Would
But
probably
like,
be.
how? He could turn into a raven and presumably just go into the abyss. If he doesn't want to be found, you'll never find him.
We could leave a calling card for him. Can't we just go in through your arm and make another arm portal to the abyss? And
Yeah, I'm not doing that. And also, that wasn't the abyss. That was a spirit world. Abyss is more shadowy, less spiderwebby.
So Greed's like, wait. Y'all went into the fucking spirit world? I can't even do that. And I'm a fucking shaman.
Yes, you can. You took me there.
That was a mind. That was the drugs. That was like the ritual.
You drugged me?
Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
What? You thought I actually took you into the fucking spirit lands?
You're my sire. I'm supposed to be able to trust you.
No, you're
okay,
not.
you were still doing that this recently. That's kind of your fault.
You're not supposed to fucking trust me. You're supposed to hate my guts. You're supposed to
mission fucking accomplished, douchebag.
like you gotta whatever, Chica. You're just plain loco. Me of all people, I have bled and die and watch other people die in the name of Sabbat. And you think my soul belongs to an infernal? I am no slave to no one, Chica. I am the master. I am the despondent. And then you kind of see, like, you see his spirit kind of rising off of him, like, because you have hermetic sight, and you just see, like, the eyes form around him. Like, you just see, like...
Oh man, how easy this would be if we were all servants of the light.
Like...
I can see it. I can see it on you right now.
Valen, 1 sec. I pull you aside. If he's tainted by Drepidon, shouldn't
I'm a
his
fucking
blood
Cathar.
Also open a spirit world mixed,
and he just starts
open a portal
walking
to spirit
over
world
to you
that's mixed with mine.
and like just
could hug you
grabs
right
you
now.
by the neck, just grabs you and just like
Grabs who?
Grabs her.
Nah, and I take my handy dandy fucking gun and put it right underneath his jaw. Try it.
He sees like his whole body transforms into Skin of the Adder, which like has like the.
Can I presence him right now?
Sure, if you want.
Oh,
I look at Pride. Like, are you going to do anything about this?
See, this is Sabbat acting like Sabbat.
Not hang on, I gotta find it.
There's no like hands-off policy when it comes to Sabbat, man, and you know this.
Oh shit, I can't find it. I have awe.
You can step in
dread gaze.
and you know you can attack him yourself. Every Sabbat member has the right to self-defend themselves, but like
I think presence is a combination of wits and appearance.
Well, which presence?
I'm trying to the one where he's like in love with me for a year or whatever. If I get enough success, yeah.
So a transmit is you spend a blood, you roll your parents' empathy equal to the difficulty of the current.
I spend a willpower.
No, blood.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a willpower on top of that, which brings me down a little bit. So I spend a blood, I spend a willpower, appearance, empathy, and what's his difficulty?
It'd be difficulty 8.
Fucker. Oh, wait, no, I did a pool mod. Sorry, hang on, I gotta start over.
But you're -2 difficulty because you're enchanting voice. So actually it'd be difficulty 6s.
Okay, here we go.
So you one success.
I spent a willpower too.
So 2 successes means for 1 day you're in love with him because it reflects right back on you.
God fucking damn it, I hate greed so much.
Because he has thaumaturgy and he knows the presence used on him. And so you're in love with him. As you see underneath his jacket that he was wearing, you see like this blue cloth kind of burn off.
You can only do it once. Do it again.
Well, now
I would if I could, but I can't.
So
I can spend willpower trying to free myself from it, though, right?
I think you get a resist roll. Let me see. Vampires trying to keep the subject under. Okay, so the storyteller may wish to make a roll instead, and certain strengths to hold the victim. So you're basically until he does something, unless he does something very, like if he does anything to you, you basically break out of it because you hate him so much that even the power of entrancement cannot hold you under his sway. But he just had that open just in case you were going to do dread gaze to him or entrancement to him, or any of you guys were going to do dread gaze or entrancement to him, because he doesn't know.
Can I tell that he just presenced her?
Well,
yeah, because I go from
obvious.
wanting to shoot him to putting my gun away. I'm sorry. This has just gotten a little out of control.
Yeah, and like he's just choking her, and he's like in full like Skin of the Adder form. Like you see like his huge like fucking serpent mantle, like his gums are pulled back, and you just see like huge cobra fangs, and it's like all jet black, and he has like 2 red dots on the back of his head, and he's just like,
"Hey, Greed."
What?
Does he look at me?
Yeah.
Release or dominate?
Okay.
I spend a willpower.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss you, Cooper.
It's manipulation, intimidate.
Let's
What is
see.
the one where it's just I don't want to like do the thing where I'm in control of him for a long time. I just want the immediate
command.
Yeah.
Manipulation, intimidation equal to current willpower, which is 8.
Okay, I spend a willpower and manipulation, intimidation.
Okay, I'm gonna finish copying the rest of this out because I need it. 127.
Wow.
Got him.
Well, 4 successes.
Plus willpower, 5 successes.
Jeez. So he's just like. He's like fighting it with all his might, and he's just like.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Well, he drops it. He finishes your command, but it's just command, so it's one action that you have.
Yeah, I just wanted to drop the presence. That was all I wanted to do.
And like, he drops the presence, and he's just like, "Oh, you want to go now, Booth?
Yeah, Monomacy, you and me right now.
Oh
right
shit!
now? Ooh. All right.
Oh shit!
And then you see Gluttony like, just grab you two. Like you just see him just like
me and Greed or me
yeah,
and Valen?
Just fast beyond like you're like he was there a second and now he's in front of you guys and he just grabs both of you by the neck and he just lifts you up, both of you off the ground, and Gluttony or not Gluttony, Greed is like and he's just like, and you just see the same thing. You both.
Is he trying to kill me? What's happening?
You take 6 lethal because he'll spend the blood.
Or does he just auto-potence me?
He just auto-potent you.
Damn.
I mean, I can soak that with fortitude, right?
Yeah. So you can roll your stamina.
Okay, let's see if I soak any of that. Because I don't want to take 6 lethal right before my Monomacy, assuming that it's even going to happen.
Presence.
All right, I soak one of them.
So you're like, so he just like comes in. You're like, what the? And then it's like crush. And then with Gluttony or with Envy, hold on, I gotta roll his.
Did I do something wrong? Did I break some rule of the Sabbat?
Maybe. Okay, so it's difficulty 5. So does it add stamina?
Yeah, you guys aren't supposed to attack each other outside of Monomacy.
I didn't attack him. I just dominated him.
That counts.
That does count.
Okay, because he attacked someone else. It was self-defense of someone who wasn't myself.
I should have challenged him.
So he takes 6
were
lethal.
right.
So like he takes 6 lethal, you take 5 lethal, and then immediately on his third celerity action, pile drives you both into the ground. He'll spend another blood, take another 6 lethal.
I'm just gonna take a bunch of ag then. I have to try and soak that.
It's lethal. Well, actually, can he just use stamina? Or does he need fortitude to
No,
soak?
it's all lethal.
Oh,
So he can add his stamina and his fortitude. It's both.
All right, soak 2 more. So now I only have 9 lethal.
Okay. Greed.
You can heal that though, right? With just by spending blood points, I can give you some of
2
my
points.
blood.
2 points per.
It's gonna bleed over into ag.
Torp. Greed is torped.
Yeah.
Are you still up?
If I'm full lethal, am I torped?
Yeah, you're torped.
Yeah.
Then I'm torped.
Okay.
But I only have 2 ag.
Going past in cap puts you into torp. Unless it's ag, then you're dead.
He will spend a blood for 6 grade successes, not to do damage, but to basically make you into human trees.
What? Let him go. What are you doing?
Like he digs
I'm
into the
unconscious.
ground, and both your legs are literally like 4 feet in the ground, and your legs are propped up. And
are me and Deck feeling any kind of way since we're Valdreed to Cooper?
well,
Am I even there?
Yeah,
you're there.
So?
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been there the whole time.
You've been
Oh,
there the whole time.
Shit.
But
I
you
didn't even know.
This guy is.
Oh, yeah,
moving,
I thought you were here this whole
this
time.
guy
Sorry.
is moving at celerity speeds that is like insane. Like he's just like, and he's like.
This is such a good opportunity for me to kill Greed.
Wouldn't do it.
And then you just see Gluttony just like.
I move closer to Cooper and bare my fangs. If anybody else tries to go near him, I will attempt to kill them.
Really, you're gonna stop gluttony?
Pride's
I
like,
am gonna die trying. At least I'll have honor.
Pride kind of goes, they both got what they deserved. He shouldn't have attacked you, and Cooper shouldn't had used his powers against him. We're all Sabbat here.
They don't know that I tried to presence him. Sweet.
Well, Pride knows because he has enough occult to know that you presenced, but you have the right to self-defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I can't self-defend my pack.
That's when Monomacy comes in.
Yeah, the rules of monomacy.
I did
Like if you
show-
guys are scheduled to duke it out in monomacy, then you can't do anything to each other until then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the thing that ties the Sabbat together that prevents them from just outright killing each other. So on.
It's
and so
the old.
forth.
It's the old duel, like pistol duel rules.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
you
like
have to
you just
wait
don't do
until
anything to
sun-
each other until duel.
Okay. To be
Well,
fair, I didn't know that though.
So
Not that I can defend myself now.
well, you have
Let
9.
it-
You have 9 lethal, and you're a human tree.
There's nothing I can do to heal him. This is unfortunate.
So you see Pride goes up the deck and is like, with all this being said, what do you think?
Of
Valen's claim.
Oh God. I just
Far-
give Deck
I-
plating eyes.
I think it's far fetched, but there's been a lot of shit we've seen in the past couple months.
So, do you suspect there is a demonic influence?
Yes,
And that
we can't put our guard down,
And
we
that
can't
there
think
is-
that it doesn't exist.
there is a lingering force on Valen. Do you think Valen is under this demonic corruption?
Without my lack of knowledge of demons, I can't answer that question.
Well, according to the Sabbat, trifling or dealing with demonic influence is punishable by death. Chink! And you just see like he just does like the sword hilt like flick.
Have we seen
Demand trial
anything?
by combat.
Have we seen anything that actually proves that she has any demonic connection, other than having been around one?
My sight has been obscured since I've been here. And looking into her mind, that same mist, the same obscurity is blocking my sight on her last moments. There's a bit of of a conversation held with a man that I don't really recognize. I did see the native swarm down in the shadows. I did see her.
Wait. Before you torped him, the tattoo, Greed's blood, will it work while you're passed out?
I mean, it's blood. I don't think I have to be awake. Also, you can just give me blood to wake me up.
I am.
That's what I did to you.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I wasn't too sure about how that works.
Currently a undead
living
tree.
What, did she vicissitude me, or did she? I thought she just like posted me.
Yeah, I thought he posted you. Yeah.
Greed or Gluttony just posted you in Greed.
Okay, I'm
not vicissitude.
No. Okay, then forget everything I was saying. I'm going to be spending my actions trying to get Cooper alive.
Okay. Nobody seems to be helping Greed.
Because nobody gives a fuck about that cunt.
Well, you see Wrath, like...
Don't you...
He's my pack mate, and he just kind of goes over there, and he doesn't give him his blood because his blood is going to help him, but he does pull him out.
Can I at least grab some of his blood? I'm not going to hurt him. I just need a little bit. I look for like a
he kind of
red solo cup or something.
He's just like, blood is property. And as a Cathar, he would not
He's my sire. I share everything with him. I am him and he's mine.
Then that means your blood is just as good as his. And then Lust is like...
Yeah, but it didn't work.
We're acting like barbarians. There's a proper protocol to all this. So, Valen,
I give you as much blood as you need.
Okay, do I wake up?
Yeah, you wake up. You only need one blood to wake up, and then you can use your own blood to kind of heal yourself.
I marked it off.
It's 2 blood per lethal, right?
Nope.
Or is it 1 blood per lethal?
One
okay.
for one.
I give you 2 points of my blood.
I spend 5 blood to heal.
So she's like, look, you claim that Greed is under the effects of some demonic influence. This isn't the Salem witch trials. You have to offer proof. Pride. Have you been so far out of the Inquisition that you don't know how to uphold the inquisitorial rights to condemn Greed? And then Greed, if you are under the effects of a demonic influence, can you prove otherwise that you're not?
Is she talking to his unconscious body?
Yes. No, because of Wrath is... Oh. I thought Wrath was waking him up.
When you're torpor, you're kind of self-aware of what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, dear. He's been crushed. Oh, well. But
also, did I break some rule? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I heard what Fred said.
Yeah.
That was kind of a word.
Are you okay?
So,
I'm fine.
You have to offer proof. And then Greed gets to testify against that. And then if he proves himself to be not under the effects of demonic influence, then that is it. But you have to bring proof. Because in the past before the Sabbat, everybody pointed at each other saying, they're the witch, they're the witch. And a lot of good Sabbat were killed. That's why the Orthodox exists. And that's why we uphold our customs in order to make sure that no savagery and mishandling of name calling or claiming that people have been under the effects of demonic influence.
All right, I understand.
But
you can't
at the
just
same
go
time,
and tattle on people without
you
proof.
could be under the effects of a demonic influence without your knowledge, and that could save you, because then you would be an innocent, and then we just have to cleanse you.
I'll find you proof. I kind of look in with my hermetic sight over to the jaguar, like, see if it's doing anything.
Nope, it's just guarding you. Just kind of walking around, just kind of... It doesn't look like it wants to be bound by you. It doesn't... Spirits and vampires have a weird relationship. They don't like each other because you're considered a static creature. That means spirits cannot inherently affect your being. They can't imbue you with gnosis. They can't do anything to affect the world around or affect you with their spirit powers, but they can affect the world around you, and that just makes it harder for them. They just don't like being. They don't have to work extra hard. They don't want to work extra hard to do the job that they were supposed to do.
Great.
Pride, I have a question.
Yes.
Can you look into my mind and see when Valen and I opened up a portal to the spirit world?
Yes.
I give you permission.
It's like, and he's like, it is the other realm is blocking my sight. Now that I know that the spirit world is blocking my sight, there's definitely some influence that is harping the spirit world from allowing me to use my true sight. That I was under the impression, but now we have proof. I've looked into Valen's mind, I've looked into your mind, and I've looked into Greed's mind. And there's definitely some fog, some mist that is blocking my ability to look into your soul, to pierce your soul.
If Valen and I were to go into the spirit world, is there a chance we could fix it?
If you can go into the spirit world, I mean, I don't understand how you were able to enter to begin with. That is not our preview. We're creatures of the dead. I've heard the spirit lands are beyond us. But I guess the abyss has a way through, and maybe... And you definitely see Pride, like, this is way out of his element. He has no idea, like, about any of this, like, fucking, like, mystic bullshit. Like, he understands, like, Tremere magic, but he doesn't understand, like, spirits and, like, the Umbra or any of this stuff. He's just like...
Valen, can you see what's blocking Pride's
expert.
sight?
Can I see what?
Can you see what's blocking Pride's ability to see into our minds?
How do you propose that I do that?
I'm not looking to
You
your
see
mind.
the spirit world, can't you?
Yeah, there's nothing here except for... Well, there's nothing here. Except for the cat. Okay, there's a cat.
Okay.
Sloth is like... Sloth kind of, like, wraps her arms around Pride, and she's like... She kind of whispers something to Pride, and he's just like... Look, we're wasting time. Obviously, we gain no insight on the Gangrel's actions.
Well, they were infected by that fungus thing.
Yeah, and...
Dodecahedron. What was his name again? Dormagon? What? Demagon?
Drebadon.
Demogorgon.
Not a dodecahedron.
The Demogorgon?
Demogorgon. Which is what's causing all of that.
And then you see Rav kind of like pull up his glasses, like, I'm still doing the spectral analysis on that shit, and it's just like all fucking like fungi from a really remote region in South America. But I mean, that could have easily been brought over through the agricultural. I mean, it's a rare fungi. It's not nothing too crazy. I mean,
except it affected vampires.
Yeah, but I tested it on vampire blood. I mean, I'm not like a scientist. Do you all know who's a scientist? Who's like an expert in like vampire genealogy?
Actually, wouldn't your girlfriend be able to help out with this? Isn't she the plant lady? I say, looking over to Deck.
And then you kind of like and this is Gothic World of Darkness. It just goes into like an anime like panel as like all of the seven just falls over like. Deck has a girlfriend? Like, Lust is like, intriguing.
Why did you bring her up?
And then,
Why
like,
did you
Pride's
bring her
like,
up?
You have a significant other?
But she's, well, I mean, they're...
And even Envy
they're
kind of
so
like...
cute.
Envy kind of swarms over to you. And it's like, oh, so this one has a heart after all. Ooh,
you have no idea, girl.
Tell us more. Is it a forbidden love? Oh, I bet she's Camarilla, isn't she? Oh, the sex at war with each other, but only the love of far off kindred can can sway this ancient jihad that we live in.
Wow. Apparently, no matter how old you are, you still act like you're in high school.
I'm just totally with her on all of this. You are so used to hunting down cheaters that you don't get to see true love anymore.
And
I mean, I just don't really care.
Pride just like recomposes himself because he's just like he just went like hoi, like he just went like he's just like hoi, like he composed himself. He's like, please don't tell me you are conspiring with the with the Camarilla member.
No,
she's not a member of the Camarilla.
No,
she's not.
Oh. And then Raph's like,
and they're not really girlfriend and boyfriend. They're just flirting with each other.
The gray hair one?
Yes.
Silver.
Oh, Silver. Oh.
Like this, I say, changing my hair.
She's like, she's a vamp?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
And if you all must know, she was the one who created me.
Oh, it's Pride. Everybody just goes, like, like, Effie's like, oh, like you just see like hearts like appear. She's like, oh. Sloth is just being boring. She's like, oh, oh. So she made you, so it wasn't. Oh, she's Tremere. It makes sense. And then immediately you just hear like the clink, like the sword hilt clink, and he's like,
Pride.
Like he just can't. He's just trying to keep himself composed. It's like,
can we get back to the original point of the fact that she's kind of good with flowers and plants, and she was also there. She can back up the testimony to any of this. You can do the weird goopy mind thing to her.
Wrath is like,
I'm assuming it's blocking the event.
I'm done.
I'm
done for tonight. Deck has a girlfriend.
They're not dating yet.
This is just fucking
again.
This is fucking weird, Pride. You know, we've been all over this fucking country, but fighting fungus infected vampires and demonic influence that you can't see. Like, you're the guy, you're the man. Like, you can't see this demon that's around us. She's claiming that our greed is under the influence of a demon. This shit's bananas, man. I'm out.
You can't out. If you can out, then I would have outed to begin with. You can't out. You're stuck in this just as much as I am.
She does have a point.
And Pride's like,
if this is a problem on this level, we need to face it and not ignore it.
And not to mention that even if it is against the other sect, it would be against us too, which makes it our problem.
I think this is a threat to the whole city.
Pride's like, this is a very dangerous accusation. Even if what you're saying can possibly be true, greed has a very integral part of the operation.
I look at him like I don't believe that greed could tie his own shoes without help, and then look back to him.
Think about it, though. None of them know how to do anything with the spirit world. If that ever becomes a concern, they need greed.
Or thaumaturgy, for that matter.
I am learning.
Do you want to be a member of the Seven?
No.
Okay. So that doesn't really fix their problem.
I also find it interesting that no matter what I do, it seems that Gangrel are always constantly targeted.
So the Gangrel...
Even my old biker gang was the first we've seen with this fungus.
So he goes over to
the target.
He pulls out a map. He goes into his duffel bag, pulls out a map, pulls it out, and he kind of gathers everybody. He's like, "Look, this is the whereabouts. This is what I was able to collect the history of the Canaanites here. There was a large migration of Gangrel that was here before. We do know that there was a large concentration of Gangrel when the Archbishop Maria de la... He would actually say it like properly. What is her name? Donna Maria Aldea del Torres de Madrid. When she came with Divinia, and they had found a large concentration of probably Native American gangrel that were here prior to the first or second city. I don't know. So there is a large influx of gangrel here.
There's also a Native American La Sombra in the area.
And that is what you told me before. Said something about passing his heritage down, but couldn't pass it down to his son, are you saying?
Yeah, there was something. He implied that the shadow took his son or something like that.
Okay. So
he wasn't super clear on that. But he was the one who originally defeated the Thousand-Eyed Demon, Drepidon.
Okay, so we have the name of this demon, Drepidon. Sloth, do research, figure out, call the Inquisition, see if they have any sort of intel on the Fallen Archives. Maybe the original Tablets of Enoch has something to do with demons. Demons have true names. Is that its true name, or is that just the title he's given himself?
True name.
No, he did have a title. He called himself the Prince of Let me open it real quick. I had it here, and then I lost it. Actually, I probably just should put it in the Google Doc now.
If a demon's true name is supposed to be a sacred thing to him, he wouldn't ever give his true name.
Not even when striking a deal?
Yeah. Because that would be leverage over him.
I look to my kitty, and
it doesn't seem to be
acknowledging this realm at all whatsoever. Got it.
This is its name. Now that it's no longer called the Eye Creature, this is its name. Drepidon, Prince of Gore Mensum.
Can I roll an occult to get any other kind of knowledge on that?
I mean, you could roll difficulty 9s. You've not researched any. You might have possibly come across it in.
I buffed my occult to 3. So
okay, so roll intelligence occult difficulty 9.
How long does it take for willpower to get back?
You get you start with full willpower at the beginning of each session. If you act out your nature, you can restore all your willpower in one turn. If you act out your demeanor, you get 1 willpower back.
Okay,
but you have to make like a strong argument for it. You have to convince me that you're acting your nature or demeanor as like a role play thing. Like it's like it was really apparent that you were a bravo, or you're really apparent you were a child, or you're really apparent that you were acting like your nature and demeanor.
Okay. I am going to spend a willpower. Intelligence occult difficulty 9.
Okay. So you don't know. You know that there's a ring. So there's 2 there. You know the demon hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
And that demons have like a circle. But there are demons that are in hell. But then there are really, really rare demons that are bound on Earth. And that most of the time when people in pop culture or people in the occult world, when they summon a demon from hell, because it's easier to gain access to those demons than there is to access to demons that are literally bound on Earth. But you know for a fact that the demons that are bound on Earth are super duper special, and they're super duper rare, and the traits of those demons. Now that you got 3 successes actually. You spent the willpower.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
You're like, oh, we're dealing with this type of demon. We're dealing with this stupid, special type of demon that's bound on Earth. It has abundance of power. It feeds off the land, not necessarily like off like the nutrients or something, but it feeds off the landscape of like the mindset of people, their faith, their devotion, their ignorance, their innocence, whatever. These demons suck, and they're really hard to kill, and they're pretty much like if you run into them run away.
Great. I reiterate all of that.
And then Pride is like, an Earthbound? That's what we're dealing with? How do you know all this?
I've been spending some time researching the occult. And no, this isn't fish people.
Actually, there is a prince. It is Ep, the serpent. He is a demonic lord, and he cultivates fish type people.
Motherfucker. I don't mention that while Cooper is right beside me, because I'm pretty sure he's at his limit for the day. And I say all of that as scholarly and as non-valently as I possibly can, so that people will take me seriously.
So, Pride's impressed because he's like, wow, the little knowledge that you can gather and the access of resources you have with difficulty 9s, you still were able to pull out this information, and he's really impressed. He's like,
this is important. Even I know that. It's not all about gallivanting and drinking blood and strip clubs as much as I would like to be.
It's amazing what kind of information you can actually spout out when your life depends on it.
I look over to Deck, and I change my hair silver, and I go...
Alexia is like... There's a flashback scene where like, Alexia, tell me about demons. And then for some reason, some kernel, some sort of algorithm that triggers the deep web gave you this information. Alexia's like, there are these demons in the world that are earthbound.
And it's not about the fact that my life depends on it. It's the fact that I can fuck over greed. So.
Sam, so...
Wait until I can change myself to look like her, and then I really start to fuck with you. Oh, that's going to be great.
With difficulty 9, you pull that off, and so now everybody's a little bit... Now they feel weird. They're like, if she knows this shit, then... So Sloth kind of breaks the tension. She's like, I will hold Greed's soul in my possession and make sure that if he is under any demonic influence, that he can no longer gain any more. How does this Drebadon work? Do you understand? Do you know? How did he appear to you? Can you tell me? So that when I do the research, I can get an exact...
We have to find Davina.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when it roared, I kind of went insane.
Same, but it has to be Davina's corruption.
Davina. And then Envy's like, that's a very bold claim as well.
Well, Valen became touched by whatever this thing was after she diablerized Dion. And we know Dion was Davina's childer. I don't suspect that Dion was smart enough to make a deal with Drebadon on his own.
Okay.
What about if Dustin is touched by this thing? Where is Dustin?
No, because Dustin's part Gangrel.
Okay.
No,
Dustin is a gang. Or
no,
Bruja.
it's a Bruja.
Bruja. Yeah.
And then you see Rat's like, fuck him, let's kill him.
No.
What proof do we have there? You just gave me this whole long speech about needing proof.
He's not true Sabbat, we could just fucking kill him.
Please no.
Oh my god, wait. Oh god, you can't, out of game, you can't let them know we Valdreed with him, because that's super against the Sabbat rules.
Yeah.
They
You need to play this
already
super
Actually,
carefully.
They already
upon
know.
death, well, yeah, Wrath already knows, but upon death, it'll become apparent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please no. I've become rather fond of him.
It's
Why?
pointless. We need... No,
Why?
really. It's just because we need more soldiers. We can't just go killing him. Besides,
Yeah,
he hasn't displayed any of the same symptoms.
He's like, you feel like he just spouted out the whole kill Dion or Dustin thing rather impulsively, and he just doesn't understand why he said it. He's kind of taking back the words he just said, how he's just why did I say that? Why did that?
With regards to Davina, even if I'm wrong, then we should find her and welcome her back into the Sabbat. Either way, it's important that we find her.
Pride's like, okay, look, we need We need to find this shadow Native American because he's tied to this entity. We don't know if it's a demon quite yet. If it is a
We can
demon,
investigate the caves outside of town.
okay. And then we have to find Davina. I saw another figure. What was it? He had a weird accent.
Oh, who was that one guy? The South American dude?
Yeah.
He was a Nosferatu.
No, he was not a Nosferatu. He had he looked way more decayed.
I'm assuming my character doesn't know what a Semitic is, right?
You don't know what a Semitic is.
I'm assuming it was just Nosferatu. My character's probably
Yeah.
just assuming it's Nosferatu.
So we know that he's the messenger of. He's a messenger of somebody. Messenger of the Age of Reckoning.
Deck, do you know Frankie's number? Frankie might know where he is.
No.
I gave Frankie my card. I check for any text messages from him.
Oh yeah, like
So when is the strip club open?
yo, like you want to hook up later, like.
I want to hook up right now, actually. Meet me right
Patient.
now. Meet me right now, right here, and I will give you the best vampire blowjob you've ever had.
He is going to be there as fast as humanly possible.
All right, so we have a
And he web
Gangrel
slings
coming who
in.
might be able to know where we find the not Nosferatu,
I
the
don't know.
zombie. We'll just call him the zombie because I don't know a better term right now.
Yes. So
Soon I'll have presence high enough where I can just bring him to me from wherever. But for now, vampire blowjobs work.
Okay, be careful with that with people who might be able to reverse it on you because you don't want to be summoned to like random high level Tremere.
Hmm.
He's fine because really just anyone that knows thaumaturgy you should be careful around.
I barely understand it myself, so that's wise. I looked at the cat. Is it still just there?
it's still just there.
Okay, what's up with the cat?
It's
It's not.
I-
The fact
like
that you,
my
the fact that
spirit-
you keep calling it a cat just pisses it off.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Panther. Panther? I'm not that smart.
You see Sloth kind of go like, "I'll be back," and she like steps into like the mist, like kind of shroud her, and she just kind of like disappears. Like,
Okay, what dimension is she going into?
oh, she goes into the Shadowlands, which is the ghost realm.
So wait, that's not the Abyss.
But it's not the Abyss.
Whose idea was it to call something the Shadowlands and then something else the Abyss and have them both have to do with darkness and death?
So Wrath actually cues in, and he's like, actually, the reason why it's called the Shadowlands is because it's a reflection of our world,
I
apparently.
was just gonna say that. You beat me to it. The
And-
Abyss is an entirely different area, but the Shadow Realm is just a reflection of here. Yeah.
And then
This
the
is kind of a reflection of this world.
and the Abyss is just
The
where,
Abyss is like hell, dude.
That's not.
Layers
This
of
is great.
hell. Okay, listen here, Lasombra, beautiful butterfly.
and you see Lush just kind of like just the bitch frown when you say that. She's just like,
Oh, please. I'm sure you guys all have adorable pet names for each other.
Also, does Les see the black veins I have on my neck?
oh yeah, she's very proud. She's very proud. She's very proud that you've only given yourself over to the Abyss more.
I kind of kneel down so I can be like a respectable eye level with the Panther at some point. I'm like, is there, and I say in Astral Cant, is there anything you can do to help me prove that? Because then you can leave and go back to doing what you want to do. I know you don't want to be here.
It's just kind of like not
No?
wants to
Okay.
look at you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, they all are aspects of the worm, Kel. They're all tied intrinsically to the worm in some way.
Okay, so I have
There's
a
Sabbat.
Panther that's bonded to me that doesn't want to be bonded to me, that can't help me.
So you see, so Sloth leaves. You see Envy going, all right, I guess it's time to properly lecture them in the Riete so that when we gather next, we can finish out this monomacy and this inquisitorial trial. I will
Phelan, you wanted to be Pack Priest, right?
I guess I'll be staying with you guys and informing you of your diligent riotes and duties.
By the way,
Which means you're going to have to make room for lust here, or for gluttony here, as he's like petting him.
I think
All
he's
right.
so gross in a weird, attractive way.
By the way, I apologize for acting against greed, against sect rules. Is there anything I need to do to make?
Nope. Pride's like, nope, you got your punishment.
I will make sure not to do it again in the future.
And then Greed got where he got because he laid a hand on a Sabbat member outside of the sect, or outside of Monimousi.
Amonymacy? How do you autonomacy? Amonymacy?
And
Monimousi?
Greed or Envy's like, it's all right, dear. I'll let you know everything. I'm going to spend every waking moment with you.
Also, should we wait for that one dude Vela just called, or is he just gonna show up?
No, he shows up. Like, you hear like this. Everybody's like, what the? And then like you hear like this, and like he lands, and like everybody's like shocked because they haven't seen like a gangrel. Like, you see Pride almost like horrid. He's like, this is what's happened to the Gangrel clan. Like, this is not the pride, this is not the nobility of the Gangrel that I once. They're bug people.
Are you still upset we didn't get the Gangrel on our side?
And he's like, yo, what's up? Oh, hold on. And this is not going to be easy for him because he has to do like a stupid hard difficulty check.
I'm assuming somebody here has like really low humanity or really high humanity.
No, it's difficulty to wits alertness, the highest.
Oh, well, it's gonna be like what, like a 10 with someone probably, right?
No, it's gonna be 9 because somebody has 9.
Is it Pride?
No.
But Pride is 3 eyes. He's like a third extra or half of 150% vision.
Wow. Oh wait, no. Why did you say 5 successes? Oh, because that's less than, not greater.
Yeah, you're using the wrong symbol.
Yeah. Okay, so he got no successes. So he tries the Mask of 1,000 and he can't.
Also botched.
No, he got. Oh yeah, he did botch. So he tries the Mask of 1,000 and it's just like he thinks he's like fucking Frankie, but in actuality, he's just a giant like human spider hybrid. Yo, what's up? Hey, baby.
God, I've had sex with worse. Can you imagine?
He's just like, what's the deal? He's like looking around, like, it's just like he immediately looks at Lust and is like, well, I dig that. That's definitely hot.
Sweetie. And then
he looks at Envy and he's like, I mean, I'd do that too.
Okay, Deck, you're up.
First off, I pull out the burner phone.
Uh-huh.
I hold it up to Frankie, take a picture, and show it to him.
Mask of 1,000 Mask of 1,000 can be picked up on cameras.
He botched it.
Oh. Wow.
That just went over my head.
Fuck it. Whatever. What?
We need you to explain what you saw last night.
Oh, so like,
y'all Sabbat? While we're doing this, can you call your girlfriend? She's also saw it. Can you call your acquaintance?
She prefers to stay away from this group.
Could you give us a filmed witness statement? I don't know.
Oh, you mean the silver hot bitch?
Watch yourself, honey.
Oh yeah, she was totally babying that big stone dude over there.
I want to see the look on the Seven's face when he says that.
Anime panel, like they all fall over, and Pride's like, "No!" Like,
I'm just loving this. I thought you were fun to pick on, Cooper.
All right. I call Joy.
Okay. She doesn't answer.
Oh.
Oh, let's burn her phone. She doesn't know. Whatever.
So these fools came and like we were supposed to make a deal with the Independent, but we got word from Xavier to go fuck the Independent Alliance and that the Gangrel were free and that we weren't supposed to be on anybody's side. But fucking Frankie doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I've been hanging out down in Long Beach. I've been roaming up in fucking San Fran, just trying to like fucking pick the angles, right? I'm just trying.
Last
I'm all
night.
about. Oh, last night. So like I roll up with these fools. They say that this fucking abomination, an abomination, calling an abomination. He says this fucking abomination used to be a gangrel and he sold his fucking free will for power. And then this guy named Cornelius showed up, and then Envy's like, Cornelius? Huh. I thought Cornelius was dead. Go on.
I think they just found something out that they probably shouldn't have known.
And then like this Cornelius guy or whatever was all like, oh, like he's the messenger of the Dark Mother, and that like he was going to like bear witness to the Age of Reckoning, which I don't know what the fuck that means. And then you fools showed up in the Sabbat, and I was like, oh shit, this is like the Sabbat. I heard you guys were like fucking gangbang motherfuckers with like chainsaws and like ICP clown paint and some shit. Obviously, none of you are wearing fucking clown paint.
Last night's events go.
I'm fucking Frankie. When he tells a story, he tells a fucking story. All right. Why I'm getting to the nitty gritty, but you gotta understand fucking Frankie's mindset, and then you just see like this sword right through his neck, and it just drops him, and then you just see Pride just touch his head, and he's just done. He's just done.
That would have. All right.
That's a great way to make friends, I say. The
As it's just
Gangrel
like a sword through his neck, as he's instantly torpid, and he's just like, I got tired of his voice.
Yeah.
Why do you think I punched him?
Okay. So I have the emotional resonance tied to the area. So your story cooperates. Why do we need this one? Can I just kill him?
Oh, please do. Oh.
No.
As for once, he actually looks at Valen like, okay, like
He's my priest. Listen to him.
I mean, the Ductus, you mean?
Ductus. You're going to be the
Ductus.
priest.
Great. Ductus. He's the Ductus. Listen to him.
He's potentially useful. Also, Deck likes him? Kind of likes him? I don't really know.
He's part of my old clan. If he dies, it throws the entire Gangrel cooperation into jeopardy.
That's a
So
good point.
he's
He's
the
our only
only
connection
tie-
to the Gangrel
He's the only tie left to the Gangrel that you know.
that we have.
No. Well, for us, yes.
I haven't seen Xavier in a long time. I wonder how he fares. He was a very noble beast. I wonder if he would join the Sabbat. Not this one, Xavier. This one is disgusting. Goes shink, pulls out the sword,
Unfortunately,
pulls out
that
like
is
this little white cloth, goes like this, wipes, and then does the shink.
Can you teach me how to use one of those?
Of course, I know 3 forms of Aijutsu, dueling, and Kendo, and
I think I'm going to start training.
all right. So, widen your investigation. See who's under the influence of Drebadon. Find proof that Greed might be under the effects of Drebadon. You have to prove that you are not under the effects of Drebadon.
How would I know? What if I am and I don't know and I don't want to be?
You have to fight back.
As far as I know, I have. That's what I think this spirit panther is following me around for. I'm sorry, I don't know what to call you to not offend you.
It doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Well,
by the way, Par, didn't my tattoo feel weird when I put it near Valen?
Yeah.
Like, even without her blood?
Yeah.
Can I put my hand near her again?
Yeah, it's
still
fine.
Feel weird?
It still feels kind of weird, but not... But it also feels weird around Greed as well.
Okay. I mean, I'll know once she's got rid of the corruption.
Yeah.
I say that out loud.
So... Envy is going
So
to
I
be...
am corrupted?
So
Hey, look at Cooper.
Not as much. I don't know what
Envy
you
is
did.
going to be staying with
I
you
didn't do anything, though.
to prepare you for the monomacy and for the ritual. And then I'm going to meditate on this and figure out why my sight is being distorted. Now that I know what exactly is distorting my sight, maybe I can adapt to it. Maybe I can pierce through this mist that has been lingering over the lands. Sloth will do more research on this Drebadon. Your acquaintance can give us more information about this fungi and how it's able to spread into Canaanite and take effect. And then the noise that you all said that you heard that drove you insane. Try to see if you can build up any sort of resistance or have any sort of clear mindset about it. It really was very frightening the way I experienced it in your guys' heads. As for us, Wrath will continue his duties delivering weaponry down to Los Angeles because we have not even made a single contact in Los Angeles yet. We can't even find any remote Sabbat that are still left. Hopefully that will change in the next coming weeks. Lust, I'm assuming you are trying to pull together as much abyss mysticism to create the weapon that we need. And then it looks at Gluttony and is like, just kind of ignores Gluttony. He doesn't know what Gluttony is there for. He just was told that Gluttony was coming along. Who am I forgetting? Sloth is doing research. Envy is teaching you. And I will continue. I have to gain a deeper sense of what's happening here. I put you in charge, Cooper. I'm dismissed.
All right.
And then you see, like, Wrath just kind of head over to Valen and is like, I'm sorry about that outburst. I mean, the kid's a kid. I don't understand why I don't like him. Or why I just don't. There's something about him I just can't get over. Just this disdain, this hatred of him.
If it's unnatural, then maybe we should look into it.
Well, they call me Wrath for a reason. I have no reason to be angry. I just
Do you
am.
Generally dislike random people, though? Has this ever happened to you before?
No.
And there's a chance it could be related to, I don't know, his heritage or something. Like, who sired him.
Maybe.
It could be related to all the craziness going on. I think it's worth looking into.
All right. You guys are cool. Just want you to know that. You guys are cool. But it's not cool that, and looks at you, Valen, it's not cool to just shout that sort of crazy shit about.
It's not crazy, and it's true, and I wouldn't say it
Okay,
in front
Valen,
of you.
we'll prove it. Calm down.
I'm just
I
saying.
will prove it.
Slavery is the one thing the Sabbat stand against. And slavery is being a demonic invested, that's the ultimate slavery. It's even worse than being part of the Camarilla. So that's like what you accuse Greed of is like worse than being part of the Camarilla. That's all.
We'll investigate, and we will all if Valen is wrong, we will all accept that result. Okay?
Just saying, just a little bit of, you know me, I'm not about etiquette in any form, but like that's the line that I will never accuse my brother or sisters of being.
I won't make the accusation again until I can provide you better proof then, and I will.
All right. It's cool.
My hand to Kane.
Good to see you again, Raph. Thanks again for the equipment you gave us.
No problem. It's getting sparse. Like I said, I'm making a bunch of trips down south. So the armory's shrinking every day.
I think we should be good.
I mean, dealing with the Salteños trying to get a foothold in...
I have someone who might be able to help you.
Are you talking about the creepy guy?
Yeah, the creepy guy.
We killed him, remember?
Did we? Oh, that's right, we ate him. Well, the dog ate him.
The dog ate him.
Shit. Maybe we should have kept him alive.
Is it? Are we bad people if we forget the people we've murdered?
Yeah, you're acting like Humanity 4 or 5. You just forgot... You completely forgot about the dude that you just killed. And the dog disposed of.
In a clean and efficient manner.
They go into the respective vehicles, they drive off, and then Envy, like, you see Envy, she's like in her like crazy it form, and then you see Envy kind of slim down and transform into like a more humanoid looking form. Like, she's still inhumane, but she doesn't want to like walk around in like normal society where you guys hang out at with like, you know, pointy fucking spikes out of her back and like moving in like fluid in motion rather than her legs and arms. She's a girl, you think. She's like mostly. She's like, hello. I hate being in this skin. It makes me feel so restricting. How do you guys deal with this? How do you deal with this form? This
I don't have any other form. I'm sure that your way is better.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't choose to look like this if I had the choice.
I mean,
can we ever revert your state?
No.
Deck? Do you ever want to?
Well, everything is a possibility. It just takes research and time and devotion. But transforming him back into his previous clan as a gangrel could not be in the realm of possibility. It could be simply just in a permanent state of change.
I mean, literal wizards exist.
Yes.
They would probably have the best shot at it.
I mean, I understand blood magic. I have a form of blood magic. It's more of like a ceremonial powers rather than actual blood thaumaturgy. So she kind of like curls up next to you, grabs you by like the arms, Valen. She's like, we're going to be the best of pals.
Which one is this?
This is Envy.
Envy.
She the one that I like? Oh, no.
I mean, Envy doesn't look like that right now. She looks like
okay.
like...
I know, but I've kind of become fond of Sloth. She's very girly in a non-girly way, but Envy has never been girly around me. She's always been... But I guess she's looking forward to teaching stuff, so... All right, let's do this.
And so she gets in your guys' car. You see Frankie just kind of like torpid there, just like twitching.
We'll bring him back once we get to the club.
Do we have to?
He's our only connection to the gangrel. Yes, we have to.
Fine. I help load his body into the car.
Also, Frankie, I apologize that this happened.
He's torpid.
I know, but he can hear me.
Yeah, he can hear you. He's like,
I kind of say it kind of genuinely. Feel free to enjoy the club on the house for the next week as an apology.
Oh, great. Why did you...
He'll still have to follow the rules.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine. As long as he isn't eating the girls.
Also, we can just wake him up now. We'll be polite. Cut my hand, put blood in his mouth.
Like, he just, like, chitters a little bit, like... And he's just like... Oh, God!
God, he's so gross. I shudder in real life. Ugh.
He's like, yeah, what the fuck was that all about?
Like I said, apologies.
Fuck, man. You guys
we'll make it up to you.
He looks at Dak and he's just like, what? Is that like his like senpai or something? Do they follow like the same sort of like punch now, not give an explanation later sort of shit?
No, he is a lot more patient than I am.
Whatever.
And you broke his patience.
Whatever. And then like you see Envy, he's just like, wow, you are a very unique specimen.
Unfortunately, that's what the gangrel turned into.
I know. I'm very fascinated by it. And then she kind of lets go of you, Valen, and he kind of curls up next to Frankie. And he's like, do you want to play with me later on? And he's like, yo, fuck yeah.
I stand behind her.
Let him learn the hard way. Let him learn the hard way.
Let him learn the hard way.
Just let it happen.
Just let it happen.
Fine. I'm assuming you know how to deal with him, so I'll let you handle him.
Okay. I'm just letting it happen.
He doesn't know what he's getting himself into. So you guys head back to club. I'm gonna end it there. Everyone gets 7 XP. Any last minute comments, questions, concern before we start the post show?
We have a lot to wrap up in 1 week for my character.
Yeah. So
better get started.
This is going to be next week. Will be Evan's last game. Unfortunately, he may come back in some form or another, but I want to say
I'll have breaks.
You'll have breaks.
I can't confirm anything until.
I will probably introduce the next player that's coming in the following week, but I might tease it starting next week. But with that, thank you guys, everybody who showed up, everybody who gave the follow, the hosts, everybody. It was awesome. If you want to check out more of this awesome content, go to patreon.com/outofordershow, where you can become part of a roleplay experience. We have one-on-one downtime scenes, which I need to start recording. I'll probably set up some one-on-one scenes throughout the week, as well as we have a post show. I'm going to be putting all up on the Patreon this weekend. Once I upload all of them, I had to edit all the shit so that it wouldn't be copyright flagged. And as well as if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. What is Twitch Prime? It's Amazon, Daddy Amazon, giving back to you guys who support Twitch. You get tons of free stuff from Overwatch. You get a free legendary crate from Heroes of the Storm, as well as free loot boxes from previous games, tons of stuff from Lawbreakers, but most importantly, it allows you to support anybody on the platform with a free sub. So support me, support Laura. Doesn't matter who you support somebody, give them a free sub, join today. And with that being said, thank you all so much. Follow Tia, follow Derek, follow myself. Evan, he doesn't have any social media or any sort of thing he has to plug.
Just think of him fondly.
Yeah, just think of him fondly. Just like he'll be around in some form or another. But with that, thank you all so much. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye. I thought you were going to say think of him fondling, and I was like, no,
Yeah,
no.